TGIF, here we are on the BullHorn once again. Howard, thanks for joining us as usual. GM, finally public again. What are people talking about with one of Detroit's big three making its debut?
I think we're planning the demise. We're guessing the date. Well, we'll be going through this again. Is it 2015 or 17?
GM clearly does have some momentum. The sales are making a bit of a comeback. Going through bankruptcy does help them shed a lot of debt. Some people think that they might be in a better competitive position than Ford. Do you buy that, or do you think that if you had to buy Ford or GM, Ford's still the way to go right now?
This is more soap opera than it is business. It's great for the unions. It's great for everybody, but the shareholders, the American taxpayers, really weren't included in this decision. So I think it's just, move on.
All right, and on that note, we will move on to another company that has struggled a bit as of late, but not as much as GM, obviously. Dell. Dell actually had a pretty decent quarter. Stock's up a little bit on Friday. What are people talking about with Dell? HP is going to be reporting Monday, and there's still speculation about Dell maybe going private one day.
Dell's an important American company. It's an important global company, and not a stock that I'm interested in or own, but never write Dell off.
Good point there. Moving on to another company in the tech area that actually no one in their right mind would be writing off right now, Salesforce.com. Hey, you get onto my cloud, maybe their theme song. It's really phenomenal, the growth there. What are people on the stream talking about with CRM today?
That's a stock that the stream loves. It's been kind of choppy the last month or two, but again, all-time highs today. Think about Warren Buffett, how he made his money. Gillettes and blades. Salesforce.com, still misunderstood. They sell blades. They sell desks. You get a sales force of 100 people. The sales lead loves the product, deploys it to his teams, got better information. Very hard to cut that product off. So once they sell it, they got that recurring revenue. And with $2 billion in sales, a very hard company to stop. A great public company for growth.
Wrapping up the show today, we're going to look at something that used to be a hot momentum area. Commodities, that's been up and down all week. Concerns about what's going on with the dollar, the criticism of the Fed's QE2. Are there any plays that you can think of that people on the stream are talking about in regards to commodities that make sense, or is this just something like GM? It's a soap opera theater. Just sit back and watch.
This is just noise right now. The big underlying trend hasn't changed. It got a little frothy. I was saying Jim Cramer at CNBC was telling people to put 20% of their assets, not just, buy some stocks, in the gold and silver stocks just a week ago, and then boom, we had a big, 15% correction. These commodity businesses don't have cash flow per se. You can't sit around with gold and have cash flow. But at the same time, the fundamentals for rising prices is there. And until those basic fundamentals change, the buy the dip.
Right. No, good point there. So commodities run may not be over yet. Clearly, the dollar, despite some of the rebound it's had after the Fed announcement, a lot of people that I talk to do think it will weaken again, and that probably would be good news for anyone invested in commodities. Have a great weekend.